Hi, so I am back. My name is Diane Williams, and I'm reporting back on the hCG diet protocol that I'm doing. I am back on phase 2, and this is my 3rd day of injections. I went back to P2 from a 1-week break, thinking that I was, or planning to go on a 3-week P3 break and a 3-week P4 break before going back to P2 for round 2. So my thought was, my concerns were, or my desires, my desire is wanting to lose the weight. You know, I am still motivated, I'm still inspired, and to lose the weight even more so because I want to go out in the world, and I don't want to hide anymore. So and I still have days left to inject, and so that's my plan. I've been excuse me, I have this cold. I've been doing pretty well. I had actually gained some weight from that break, since when I went out with my friend, I was off protocol. I wasn't thinking about, okay, I've got to adhere to P3, these P3 foods at this amazing restaurant, with amazing food, and I just had a fun time. So it was good, and I don't feel guilty about it. And so I had gained some weight. So LIW was 195.6, and when I went back, I was 203. So I was 203 pounds when I came back, and I weighed in on my first day of P2. So right now I'm at 196.8, and this is my 3rd day of injection. So in 48 hours, I went from 203 to 196.8. So right when I injected, 15 minutes after, I had no desire to eat at all. Like, for me, this is safe. P2 is safe for me because I don't have to deal with food. And from, a couple of my last videos, I admit that I have a food addiction, and, P3 is difficult. P3 is extremely difficult because I have to be out there and I have to face food. I realized that being on P3 for a very short time. And so being on P2 is easier for me because I don't have to deal with food. And with the hCG, I'm not hungry. And I just shut off a part of me. And I just go into this, I don't know, this process where I am turned off by food. That food for me is, these certain foods that I eat is a way for me to lose weight, and that's all it is. It's a way for me to get to my desired result. And in the long run, that's not a good thing. I can't be on P2 forever. I have to deal with, being off of P2 and dealing with the real world. Going out there in the real world where there's food all around me. And, I had observed in myself, Zoe and I are friends, and we speak a lot on the phone. And so we have conversations almost every single day, practically. Or, we keep in touch on a regular basis. And I noticed the last couple of conversations that I was really, I was annoyed. I had this like low grade level of annoyance because she has she loves to talk about food. She just absolutely loves to talk about food. And she'll talk about, you know, the hCG diet and what she can eat and what she's going to try and what's going to happen when she's off of P2. And she'll go into detail about, you know, what she's going to have, you know, for dinner and what's going to happen in 3 weeks from now and what her meal is going to be like and how she's going to prepare her P3 foods. And so our conversations can be very long, and it's about food and it's about preparation of food, and it's all about food and how wonderful it's going to be when you can have this and that. And she's going on and on about it, and I just was aware enough to know that I was annoyed by it, like this low grade level of annoyance. And so it was like, you know, it has nothing to do with her. She's just this messenger, and I'm just aware in myself that there is something going on with me when people talk to me about food. So definitely there are issues around food, and I'm definitely addicted to it, because if I didn't have this issue with food, I would have been okay. She could have just spoke to me endlessly about food and I would have been fine. You know, I would have been not wrapped up in any negative emotion about, you know, about her having this desire to eat her chicken wings that she prepares and all of these wonderful, delicious meals, you know. So definitely, I'm very aware of that at this point in my phase of being addicted to food, that I don't want to have to deal with it. And so that's why P2 is very easy for me. So I just wanted to share that with you guys. I'm doing really well, you know. I'm happy, you know. I'm working a lot. Actually, it's September, and so, you know, my clients wanted, you know, train with me, and then I've got a couple more projects, and I've got my company that I'm launching. I've launched already, and I'm promoting and, you know, developing. So it's very exciting. These times are very exciting for me. So now I just have to incorporate balance and incorporate a social life and just be on the protocol. Just be on point with the protocol. So, and yeah, I love my life. So thank you so much for your support, and congratulations to all of the newbies who have joined us on this protocol. It's really amazing, and I can't wait to hear all of your guys' experience. Okay, so again, I'm down 196.8, and so I'm a little above LIW, which is 195.6. So I'm a pound 0.2, so I'll probably be down. I'll probably be at LIW tomorrow morning. Okay, talk to you guys later. Bye.